You know, just by looking at him, he looks like a normal child. We get it all the time. People will say, well, he doesn't look sick, and because they don't quite understand what cystic fibrosis is.
At the age of 4 months, Landon Doty was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. The community of Emporia, Kansas came together to support Landon and the thousands of others diagnosed with cystic fibrosis.
According to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, CF is an inherited chronic disease that affects the lungs and digestive system of about 30,000 children and adults in the United States.
They have lung problems, and the lung problems, it accumulates mucus in the lungs.
Landon's father, Aaron Doty, explained to us that a CF victim's lungs are like a hand covered in honey.
So that mucus just sits in his lungs and it's very sticky. So imagine your hand as your lung. You and I, the mucus in our lungs, like sticking our fist under water, and the water just runs right off of our hand and we get rid of it. But someone with CF, picture putting your hand in honey and pulling your hand out of honey, and it's just real sticky, and then all the dirt and everything you come in contact with sticks to it, and you can't get rid of it.
There are many different treatments for CF, ranging from pills to compression vests.
The small children have to wear a vest over their body, and it pounds their lungs to get the mucus out. And they also have to have drops in their food to help eliminate some of the mucus.
Aaron explained some of the medicines that Landon takes to treat his CF.
He takes Creon, which is an artificial enzyme, and that helps him digest the food and break down the fats. And he'll have to take those his whole life, but he'll get to the point where he can eat the capsules before he eats, instead of having to put them on applesauce.
It just breaks your heart to see all that he has to go through because of having cystic fibrosis.
Oh, you laughing all happy? That's It's an adjustment. It's a lifelong adjustment that you have to make, and we have to look at the positive aspect of it, because it's a day-by-day thing. Some days, the winter was tough for us because he got sick quite a bit, and when a child with CF gets sick, it's just not like getting a cold and they can get over it. It's hospitalization and breathing treatments that increased and different respiratory therapies, because with CF, when you just get a common cold, the bacteria can colonize in your lungs and cause life-threatening conditions. So it's scary. When we first found out about it, you know, all you hear about CF is it's a fatal disease, and that the average lifespan is about 37 years old. So you never know, what road you may follow. So it's just a day by day, and you have to stay positive and be thankful for each healthy day.
I think Landon's pretty much a typical 15-month-old as far as his activity and trying to talk and playing with his toys. He's a lot of fun. Doesn't need much sleep. He's got a lot of energy.
Yeah, he plays and interacts just like any other child would. He's a very, very happy kid. Because all of his doctors had overlooked CF due to his getting down and running away. And he's happy.
I always tell Blythe and Aaron, you can sit around and you can be sad and angry at what has happened and what he has, or we can get up and do something about it. And so that's why we do it. It's just so we can feel like we're making a difference.
There are many ways to get involved in helping fight CF. Emporia State University professor Jen Thomas and her health promotion majors held 3 events to raise money for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. The events were targeted to 3 different groups. For the ESU students, they held Dances Through the Decades, a 12-hour dance-a-thon for cystic fibrosis. For students of Aaron Doty at EHS, Laps for Landon was coordinated with EHS Student Council. The third and final event was Spring Forward, the 3rd annual Lawson T. Doty Memorial event.
Volunteerism that people want to give would be appreciated.
For more information on how to volunteer to help us fight cystic fibrosis, go to www.cff.org.